Yeah, hi, this is Brendan Moriarty. Sorry, excited there. Okay, so I got to do my pitch, right? Yeah. So healthcare logistics, normal statistics, political ballistics, name applied fixes, stereo. That's the wrong page. Okay. My plan uses geographic connections with geomagnetic. With magnetic IQ, proven ultra attraction, right? So this is like culture that is ultra logical. Okay, so this is it. Okay, this is the big picture. This is over the mountain, over the moon. Okay, so this is the big picture that America desperately needs. The world needs, but we cannot know it because it deflects our feelings. Okay, so pragmatic. My notes are all kind of squirrely here, so it's I don't know, 36 to the new 2020. Right? Here's my alternate life story, ultra life story. Stuff. This is one I just wrote this morning. I think it was pretty cool, but unfortunately, I get a little into the poem, and then that kind of ruins it because I had another line, another sort of flow there, but I started like thinking, oh, this is so cool, and I repeat the one in my head instead of just going, all these ones that could be edited, cultivated. But that's not really my purpose. My purpose is sociology, right? So the poetry is just fun, But the sociology, this is the one that's going to change the world. Okay, but you got to understand, these are the type of creations, phenomenal sort of visions or something like that from the far side, from the primordial ooze type of desperation of science, the mother of invention, like an Orange County logging truck. It's like, come on. That means this is the sociology that I really want to bring home on the sort of what I was told grassroots. It needs to be Senator John Vasconcellos, his assistant Matthew Gray. I just went and I remember this guy's name because he was really a good, intelligent gentleman, sort of in Sacramento, right? And so I'm telling him about this sociological thing about the prime case. And he says, and he's giving me the rhetorical sort of, well, I'm left-handed, and stuff like that. And of course, this is like, testing someone's IQ. You can't. It's not instant, but eventually you're going to say, I see this line up, where a person's ancestry, true left-handed, right left-handed. My mom works in the hospital, and she says half the doctors are left-handed. So, and that's in California, right on the Mason-Dixon, where the logging trucks are, the real logging trucks are, in Northern California, Santa Cruz, right? Where she did not grow up, and I don't know where the doctors grew up, so it's like dead information that they don't want to reveal anything about themselves. That's healthcare in a nutshell right there. People, they don't want to reveal anything of themselves, so, unless if you want to give, then, you are sort of silent, sort of enemy type of geography. So it's just plain geography. So this conspiracy you could say, oh, this is like in your head, we want dumb people, that's why, and that's evil, okay, to have a cop-out, say, oh, let's just, intelligent people are coming up with these conspiracies, so let's just have transplants running places like California. A Republican governor in California has to be a transplant, as far as I can tell, like Reagan. And then the locals, I don't know about politics. So this guy, Matthew Gray, from Senator Vasconcellos, he says that grassroots. So this is this quantification that, you know, because nobody cares, and there's like this basically what you could call sociological kryptonite. It's basically comes in. It's literally fresh stuff, generally speaking. So and this gets extremely sensitive stuff. So I have to like really tell you that I am not only very brilliantly sort of enthused by this, despite having some pains here and there. Really. Okay, so like take Kurt Cobain. He's a prime case. He's left-handed, but we don't know anything about his family except that he had a younger sister. I have a younger sister. Now, in this case, I am the ultimate prime case because I am extremely intelligent, and you have to believe me, or else I wouldn't be here alone. So it's basically no recent European history. So American, so East America, parents, people who are like at least second or third generation East American growing up there. They then moved to the West Coast, and their child, whether their child was a baby or was born there, is true left-handed. So this is both noticeable and not always noticeable. So there's this paradigm in there, like this sort of fault line, this sort of you have to have like an intelligent person looking there. Utterly subjective. This is why there's no faith, and there's like a political, like the health crisis, you know, all the crisis, you know, because no one dares understand this, because it relates directly into racism. So let's go to the other kind. So that one, Kurt Cobain, myself, left on left, you know, true left-handed. The other one's east on east. This is this gets really, really sensitive. So I want to, like, you know, really pray here, because it's like life is a joke. See, okay, so the Virginia Tech shooting, the Fort Hood shooting. So these were prime cases, just like Kurt Cobain, Jimi Hendrix, myself. So these ones directly from Asia directly to the East Coast, not necessarily to New York, but more like the Southeast. Andrew Jackson, if you know the history there. And if you're from there, you would know that, but you wouldn't think, oh, Siamese twins, let's go and, you know, Andrew Jackson. You know, the Siamese twins were. Anyway, there's all this like, it's famous case study type. The meaning of Aristotle's rhetorical science of proving an argument through famous case studies. So. So basically, the left on left one, which is like really America's sort of long-term sort of like deals with drug abuse and stuff like that. This one, so it's so generally first generation on the left-hand side of America, straight people, generally speaking, but it's also the mixed community, not the planned community, but generally like Twilight Saga with logging trucks, logging country and stuff like that. That's like the prime sort of mixed primordial community there. It really is that Twilight Saga, because Edward the Vampire is right-handed, of course, but the body language, you can see this it is English after all. In English, that's kind of where left-handedness. It also comes from Italy and Germany and all over the place, but not so much from East Asia or the Pacific, the North Pacific. Australia, oh sure, they're driving left side of the road. Everything is hey, you know, sort of. Australia is the lucky country, but British Columbia down to California, and who knows where it ends. So this is the thing, okay? That's really it's a tragic sort of thing where you are taking these sort of elements from sort of beyond this realm of perception by political geography. So you don't want to go out west and say, oh, there's my enemy, you know. So that's not the, that's kind of like where you can't breathe, right? People are doing escapism and stuff like that, rationality. So basically, you take these elements from the beyond the pale, and it goes east west. So China was like the ultimate pale, and then like Rome and maybe England were a different type of pale, but still around the world type of thing. Geography in America's opposite sides. So this is it's very left hand, right hand, east coast, the east, and then these cultural normative values that are basically acute. And so what this we can talk about like social policy is transport. So basically, I'm working on the vehicle of the future. That I want to invent this because sociology is so depressing, right? General happiness, you know, it's like treading on thin ice. So you want a vehicle that can cross that thin ice with passion, you know, without any stress, you know, because everyone's stressing out there. I think the prime cases are this global phenomenon. It's on Hollywood, after all. People watch television, and so it's this ultimate cosmic element that would, could, should, you know, and that's a lot. That is a lot if you have talent. And I recently found that a net means talent in something like Norwegian or something like that. So that's, or Estonian or something, I'm not sure. And then I write some crazy stuff. Oh, I'm trying to like, you know, people only want someone from West America if they are rip their heart out gay, and I'm not gay, so that's like, you know, rip someone else's heart out, sure, but and so catch-22 for the whole world, okay? So because things we cannot talk about, so the cultural normative, that's like the prevention, the ounce of prevention, but it's also the sort of the rotation of you know, manifest destinies, faith. It's very difficult. I would do the 30-second thing. I honestly would, but so I'm trying to like connect all the dots. Okay, trying to write it all out, and it's actually like very hard. Where I'm from, near San Francisco, California. I checked the weather today, and it is freezing as usual there. But where I'm at now, it's actually very hot. So I feel like an American almost. So, fantastico. Don says. So yeah, that was my poem. I hope you got that, and that was fantastic. Fantastic. Okay. Yeah. Actions speak where attitudes are sleek, leaning around the corners with passions discreet. The community object is normal and correct. Raising the treasure can be such a pleasure when we let science lift the heavy context. That was cool. Yeah, so that's it. Once again, the 30-second spiel is my plan uses geography to save the world, to align culturally, actually, prime cases. This is highly metaphysical, sociological, but it also relates to this grand picture of the world of engineering projects, a number of products that are balanced out like a perfect world. That's it. Thank you. And woo! Okay. I wrote some crazy stuff today. Thank you. Thank you very much.